Hey guys, Evans with Z111 here today, bringing you probably one of the weirdest EVlogs I've ever done. Now, I'll explain where I am and everything in a moment, but over the last few EVlogs that I've done, a lot of weird things have been happening, and in one of them a cupboard opened, and in another mirror change, and after recording, people have pointed them out in the comments and I thought, what the fuck, it looks so unnatural, and it really creeped me out, to be honest. And someone messaged me and said that they've been happening from the vlog I did where I talked about all the things that happen in Clophill. And now, this leads me on to where I actually am. I'm in Clophill. I am home, I'm visiting my family for a few weeks. And I said in that first video, I'm a strong believer of the occult, the supernatural. And I reckon I'm just going to actually go outside so I can show you where I am. I'm in my garage right now because I thought it's more interesting than filming inside the house. I wanted to I'm a strong believer in the occult, and I do worry about messing with the spirits and whatever, and all the weird supernatural things that happen to me in Clophill. I wrote them down, which is, I brought all the stories I have with me now. I read all of these out, and these first ones happened in my house, and the things that have happened in my vlog seem to link in with the stories, and honestly, I don't like that. I find it creepy, so people are like, okay, maybe you need to fix this, there's something you can do to release the spirits or the bad things associated with these stories. So, this sounds so dramatic, I'm going to burn them, because I think if you write down a story or memory, you're capturing that memory with it, and the only way to get rid of it is to burn it. So we're going to go to the locations where these stories happened, and burn the stories, and basically let go of everything that happened in Clophill. So I did bring a trusty old lighter, and I am on concrete floor, so don't worry, health and safety experts, and that's another reason for starting in the garage, because obviously I don't want to set fire to shit in my house. So, honestly, I really am worried about the occult, and I do believe I've grown up in a haunted village, so I don't want to mess with the occult. I want to... Well, I was very, very bad. That didn't go how I expected. I'll try burning it from here on. So I'm trying to burn them together. They're refusing to burn, basically. So I'm going to try and burn them separately. And now the lighter's refusing to set them on fire for some reason. So the stories that happened here they were all to do with my house, so it makes sense to burn them at the house. The first one was about a load of things that happened in the kitchen. I kept a tally of things kept banging or falling off the shelves, and I kept a tally of every time that happened. There was one of, when I was up in my bedroom, I saw something coming towards the window and it terrified me. There was one of, I looked in a mirror and the curtains were closed, but then I turned around and the curtains were open. And then there's one where, something came across my floor in my bedroom and it absolutely terrified me. So, I tried burning them once before, but the lighter just broke and you can see the corners are gone there. I'm going to set fire to them with this, which definitely won't fail. So then I can set fire to these. And this is another reason why we're doing it outside, because, yeah, health and safety. There's concrete on the floor where they can burn, and it will be fine. So I am a strong believer of the occult, and I think it should not be messed with. And I really, really don't want to mess with it, basically. I've written these down, and I regret it. So I'm going to destroy these, and hopefully weird shit will stop happening. So I can put those down now. And should be okay, and then we're going to move on to the next area. So my next stories involve Matt's house, which is behind me, and this is a house where I used to go to babysit a lot, and shit happened there too. Of all the places I've been to in Clophill, this is one of the places where loads of shit happened, and I hated it. And the stories I wrote down here were about one where the power went off, straight up the plugs were turned off and everything, and me and my friends were there, but none of us were near the plugs, and it just randomly happened. The next one was about my friend Danielle, who was in the shower, and then suddenly the lights went out and there was a huge banging coming towards the shower door down the corridor, and it absolutely terrified her. And then the next one is of the TV channels. They were changing, the remote was doing its thing on its own when we were there watching TV, yeah, again, babysitting. So I'm going to burn these by his house in the hope that any kind of bad memories or spirits associated... Are you serious? This lighter's breaking too. Oh, no. There we go.
Because of the wind.
Yeah, the wind is making this difficult. Because now we're outside, and if you watch my vlog, you'll remember the next place is up in the woods, and it's much more terrifying. So I'm trying to burn this without hurting myself, and yet again, this should hopefully cancel out any kind of bad spirits, omens, any kind of bad thing associated with these memories. Okay, so what we're doing now is walking through the forest, because that leads to the shed, which is where the last story happened. And the last story, if you don't know, it was about, we had the shed, we fixed it up over summer, it was like our little project. It was an abandoned shed, but then we went up there one time like a year later after it'd been pretty much abandoned, and there was a message on a table in the shed, and it was like Clophill is death or something, which scared the shit out of me. And it's probably one of the scariest experiences I've ever actually gone through, despite growing up in a haunted village. But going through woods itself is pretty scary, so we're recording in case anything does happen, because I am a believer of the superstitious. And honestly, right now, it sounds like I'm keeping my composure, but I'm pretty much shitting myself, because I hate this. Shit, that scared me.
I heard something over there as well.
You sure it wasn't my stomach?
I don't know. I was wondering that.
I saw like a log or a tree stump and I thought it was a thing.
I should have known.
Don't say that.
Sorry.
The more you keep the torch on the ground, the less scary it is, I think.
Yeah, but I can't see it.
We're nearly by the fields, and when we're on the fields, it will be brighter, so it'll be much easier to see. I hate that. I hate the birds, they make it so much scarier.
Why would they do that?
Also, don't look behind you.
Why?
So, we've just passed by the shield. Can we carry it? Can we go again?
Yeah.
I said shield. Did you hear that?
I heard that. What the fuck was that?
That, not being funny, but it's just the road over there.
I think it's a group of kids. I can hear talking.
Okay, should we just carry on real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay, so we just passed by the field, and we're coming into the second field now where the shed is, and hopefully burning this is just going to fix everything. Because it's weird seeing it in editing, and then,
Don't fall.
and all the things that happened, and it's so scary in hindsight, all these things happening, it's like too scary to be coincidence. And what
the hell?
when the fuck did that happen? I don't know if it's coming out on the camera, but the shed is not a shed. It's like, yeah, it's been completely trash. It's like, because I don't think I explained what it looked like. It was like a big shed, and then there were two sheds behind it, and they were like farmer sheds. But this is just a big pile of rubble. It's not a shed by any. This is like, we spent, honestly, it was like 2 or 3 summers, and it was so many hours on hot summer days fixing this up. And now it's just, like, what even destroys that? That doesn't...
It's a big pile of rubbish. It's like it was never anything.
You know when I mentioned I went up and there was a message there? This is like, I'm getting the same feeling now I got then. Because, like, it doesn't look as though it's been torn down. It looks as though it's bloody blown up or something. Fucking hell. Okay, well...
Here we go.
Yeah, I want to say there's metal by here. I'm going to burn it on the metal because there's dry... Oh, shit. Because there's dry grass around.
Okay, what's the message?
I'm worried about doing this. Like, what if this releases some kind of demon and this is... we just completed some ritual and we've been manipulated into doing... I do trick myself into believing things scarier than they are, but what human doesn't? Fuck, that's burning fast compared to the others.
Yeah. Wind up there.
Okay, there's the last message, and it's going.
Going.
Going. Going.
Going.
Going. Going. I'm looking around now because I'm terrified. Going. Going.
And it's gone.
Going. What's that?
It's
Going.
gone now.
Going. And yeah, gone. Right, so
Okay.
I've sorted it. I fixed it. Hopefully, everything stops now, and it's fine. So yeah, I guess this has been my EVlog where you scared me then. Thanks for that. This has been my EVlog where I fix things, and hopefully no more scary shit happens to me in my future vlogs. I hope you enjoyed. This is me, Evans with Z11, and this is me out. Peace. Alright, the scariest part now is we need to go back through the woods, which I'm not looking forward to at all.
Well, what the fuck is that? Can you see that?
You are joking, right?
No, can you see that?
There's nothing there.
Like, I'm not even kidding.
Don't do that to me. Don't do
I'm
that.
turning the camera off now in case it picks something up.
Now we're gonna die. Thanks.
Good night.